Imagine you're walking through a labyrinth where each turn represents a different aspect of human relationships. In this maze, the walls are lined with colorful, enigmatic phrases. These are idioms, the language's secret code that often leaves learners and even native speakers baffled. Why are idioms about relationships so crucial to understand? Because they're not just words. They encapsulate experiences, emotions, and wisdom passed down through generations. They're the keys to unlocking deeper connections, empathizing with others, and navigating the often bumpy road of relationships. So let's embark on this intriguing journey together and decode these idiomatic mysteries. Let's start with something familiar: tying the knot. This phrase isn't about literal knots, but signifies getting married. Its origins trace back to ancient cultures where physical knots were part of marriage ceremonies. Today, when someone says they're tying the knot, they're joining their life and another's in the eyes of society. But it's more than a simple declaration of marriage. It symbolizes unity, commitment, and the beginning of a shared journey. Love is blind, a timeless truth. Love is blind, a phrase that Shakespeare popularized, but its sentiment resonates through time. It suggests that when in love, people often overlook flaws and imperfections in their partner. This idiom reflects not just a romantic notion, but a psychological truth about human nature. When smitten, our brains tend to focus on the positives, casting a shadow over any negatives. It's a double-edged sword leading to blissful unions or sometimes to relations where red flags are missed. On the rocks, navigating troubled waters. Relationships aren't always smooth sailing, and on the rocks is the perfect idiom to describe such turbulent phrases. Originally referring to ships that had run aground on rocks, this phrase now symbolizes relationships facing difficulties. Whether it's a fleeting argument or deeper issues, relationships on the rocks need careful navigation to avoid a shipwreck. Then there's a match made in heaven, a phrase used to describe a relationship so perfect that it seems predestined by fate or divine forces. This idiom celebrates the joy of finding someone who complements you perfectly, where compatibility and understanding flow effortlessly. It's the epitome of romantic destiny, where everything falls into place as if guided by an unseen hand. Shifting to a more humorous side, wearing the pants in a relationship is an idiom reflecting power dynamics. Traditionally, pants were associated with authority and control, a garment typically worn by men. When someone is said to wear the pants, it means they're the dominant decision maker in the relationship. But remember, in today's world, pants are for everyone, and so is the balance of power in relationships. Not all relationships are about romance. Mending fences is an idiom that speaks to the restoration of any strained relationship. Originally referring to the literal act of repairing boundary fences between properties, it now symbolizes the act of resolving conflicts, rebuilding trust, and healing emotional wounds. It's a reminder that relationships require maintenance and effort to stay strong. Ever seen two people so alike and in sync that they seem inseparable? That's where two peas in a pod comes in. This idiom, with its origins in the natural world, reflects a deep connection and similarity between two individuals. It's often used affectionately to describe close friends, siblings, or couples who share uncanny similarities, whether in looks, behavior, or thoughts. As we conclude this exploration, it's clear that idioms about relationships are more than just phrases. They're windows into the complexities and joys of human connections. They help us articulate feelings that are often hard to express and provide a common language for shared experiences. By understanding and using these idioms, we not only enrich our language skills, but also gain insights into the intricate dance of relationships in our lives. Remember, Language is a living, breathing entity constantly evolving and adapting. Today's idioms may become tomorrow's archaic phrases, but for now, they serve as charming, sometimes humorous, and always insightful reflections of our journey through the maze of relationships. So the next time you hear or use an idiom about relationships, pause and appreciate the depth and color they add to our conversations and our understanding of the human heart.